the so-called Palestinian prisoners, who are convicted criminals who are being released by Israel as part of this deal, are not necessarily the innocent civilians we've been told about. Surprise, surprise. It all seemed fine. He's a young man with his mother, a teenager, I guess. But when you hear what they're actually saying, it's slightly concerning. So as Mario said, the mother hugs her son, who was just released from Israeli prisons. Okay. The concerning situation is they were chanting, "With our souls and our blood, we will redeem you, Hamas." Interesting. So, as we said, one of the dilemmas right now for Netanyahu's government was obviously the pressure from the humanitarian side, pressure from the hostages family, rightly so. But of course, if the mission is to eliminate the leadership in Gaza, then of course, at the same time, you have to be worried about the fact that you are releasing more of their soldiers. So, it is about the fact that you have the international community and the lefties and liberals saying, look, these are just innocent political prisoners who are just being thrown rocks. Really? You know the list of why they were convicted. It goes beyond that as well. It's not the first time something like this happened anyway. So this father of one of the other criminals, Palestinian criminals, said, the resistance is the only legitimate representative of the Palestinian people, and salutes to our people in the Gaza Strip. So, are you expecting me to see the same equivalence when it comes to the actual criminals being released by Israel, as opposed to the innocent civilians who were taken illegally into Gaza from Israel on the 7th of October? Again, there's a lot of people in the mainstream media who are falling for the same propaganda. Again, you had footage coming from when the hostages were being released over the last few days, and Hamas basically orchestrated the whole thing. They released the footage. They are showing their officials, even though they're still covering their faces like cowards, saying, look, we are waving goodbye to the hostages. But then the audio comes out, which shows them actually telling the hostages to keep waving. Really?
Goodbye. Welcome. Goodbye. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Keep waiting.
Yeah, they're telling them, keep waving. Don't stop, because our camera is still rolling. And you have, again, people like Jeremy Corbyn and all the others going around saying, look, they are cooperating. Everything's absolutely fine. We can all be friends again together. This is when they say ceasefire, it's surrender to these animals. But again, we have to continue to expose the mainstream media, because again, if you listen to BBC News or Sly News or all the others, they either intentionally or unintentionally promote the propaganda coming from Gaza.